I be getting frustrated with people that don't see it as serious as I do. I be getting mad as shit.
Same here.
You don't care. And I care so fucking much.
Yep.
It's like you be feeling like you're by yourself. Like, no one gives a fuck. No one gives a fuck. So why should I give a fuck? And then you do something. You write a verse and you know, I'm talking to them.
Right.
And you have to. Because these motherfuckers need spoken to. That's how you do it. It's clever nuances that you attach to everything that you believe in, but everything current. Like if Jesus walked with the worst of them to preach the word, then you have to speak to the worst of them to get your message across. Because that's the majority. Everyone is out here. It's like saying everyone is middle class or upper class. Like, no, we all fucked up out here. So we might have to speak fucked up to get there, you know what I mean? Damn. It's the little things. It's alright, do I do a gunshot, trap, hi-hat here to prove a point? Or nah? Feed them. But it's good food though. Like, yo, this chicken is done for real. So no bullshit. You know what I mean? It's still chicken. No, that's very stereotypical, but we're not gonna act like we ain't fucking black and we don't like chicken and watermelon and all the shit that we're supposed to say the white people aren't supposed to say about us. No, admit your shit. You want fucking chicken. But I don't want just any chicken, I want good chicken, bro. So when I press play on that good chicken, do that. And nothing less. Don't. You know what I mean.
I know.
Cause you fall into it. You have to. But when it comes to, it's the people that will discourage you. And you have to say, no, this is something else. Trust me, it's something else. It's something else. And if you keep saying it, eventually you believe the hype. But at least believe your own hype. Cause if I start preaching the bullshit, guess what? I might start believing my own bullshit. Then I'm just part of the problem. Don't be a part of the problem. But talk to them. And just know how.
Man, sis, that's what, when I was doing every song I'm doing, like that's what I'm trying to do. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, me and my little brother be talking, because we be on this type of shit, like just talking about who care, who don't care, what the fuck is wrong with us as black people, what is going on. So it's like I gotta find a way to put the medicine in the food without them knowing. Right. But I don't wanna, for one, it's gonna be like, because what I noticed when I was coming up, I would put all this positive shit in my music, right? And I would rap to certain type of beats, and then the majority of my fans, not that it was anything wrong with this, it was like hardcore underground, like white kids, college kids, right? And it's like, damn, the people that I want to get it.
But eventually they come. You call them, they will come. They're coming. Don't worry about who hears you first. And I used to be so concerned with that shit. Same thing, like, why is, that's not, I didn't mean,
Right.
But at the end of the day, if it takes 2 million of them versus the 10% of what you consider us to be there, then cool. Then you have to do 4 million and get 20%. You know what I mean? And just your numbers just have to go that way. You never know which way it's gonna go. As long as you're absolutely true to what it is that you're doing, you're going to get heard. Just don't be concerned by who. Cause guess what? That other side of shit, that other audience you're talking about where you're like, oh, I didn't even know they were coming. You set the trend for what then becomes the popular. Our blueprint becomes what they think is cool. So this gold chains and gold teeth and twerking, they're gonna get on that because we think it's cool. So set the new cool. What's the new cool? When it was Outcast, I'm not sure if every dude then wanted to wear kangaroo pants and wigs and shit, but guess what? There was nothing wrong with it. No one was going, Trey on that weird shit. Nah, that shit is some funkadelic fly. Power to the people that understand what you're doing, my brother. You are fucking amazing. Nothing was wrong with it. Now everyone finds something wrong with shit. No. Not wrong with just doing or saying. So you just have to say it to more people. And if it takes them, like go tell a friend, go tell your homies. You can go back and be the cool kid in class that knows this shit now. Put people on, whoever the people are. Don't be concerned with that part. I used to be concerned about that shit. Now I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, because I used to be like, why, like, the people that, like I said, because my main thing is, I didn't get into this to be, it wasn't just for no money, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I got something to say, I want to help people, I have a message, I want, like, because I grew up in the bullshit in Flint where the mentality is so fucked up, so I'm like, okay, like, I'm trying to stop them from doing what they doing. But then I would go to my shows and it's like, damn, it wasn't like that I was ungrateful, but it was just like, what is it in our people that makes me not tune in to the right shit?
Well, unfortunately, it's partially because not many of us get off our own block. Stay in the hood. It's that corner. That stereotypical corner with the bodega, the drug dude, the payphone, the niggas on the corner, you drive by. That's all it is on the street. So think about what you see, what you feel, where you work, that you can come home to that, whether you have a job or not. That's your life for too many people. And it's no one's fault. Like, but it's, do they have cable? Is it radio? It's like, where are you getting your information from? Period. I can't rely on World Star to tell me what's hot or who the next nigga is. Like, it's all of a sudden YouTube likes and followers and all this trend shit and social media, but they're just spectators. They aren't consumers. There aren't very many consumers. You know what I mean? That's the difference. And I feel like even the industry fell into that trap. Like, yeah, like niggas watched this 100 million times. But this nigga did not sell 100 million albums. It don't, the math is so different, and I don't think people took that into account. Now, yeah, it's funny, and it's a parody of ourselves and all of this nigga shit that we be on. And I get it, because I've lived there, I've seen it, I grew up like that. So I understand it, but it's how do we then communicate with the lesser version of ourselves? Because no one wants to stay on that block. And so the ones that do, they still need healing. They still need something to uplift them. Church on Sunday ain't gonna cut it every week. But it's, what do you tell them? That it's okay to be that nigga, it's okay to rub people, it's okay to be fucked up? It's like, no, just genuinely, I understand who you are. And that's the only message you need to give each and every time. But it needs to be consistent. It needs to come from anything. That's why with these subliminal trap records that come out where people might just hear that it's hood, it's like, no, I know that nigga. That's why it's popular. That's why it's trendy. That's why it becomes a fad and some new fly shit to say. Because that's every nigga on the corner that I know. That's how they talk. That's how they think. That's why it becomes popular. That's the only reason. With your perspective is there's an intelligence behind that. I'm from there. I'm from that. I don't have to be that. You know what I mean? That's the difference.
I was going to ask you, because you just got a chance to listen to some of my shit that's going on the album. Like, that'd be a concern of mine that I hope that comes across.
Absolutely does. That's why by the time we were 4 songs in, that's all I'm going to need. Is, I want people to hear you. This is you. This is your story. But it's not only you. It's everyone that came from that. And it don't necessarily have to be Flint. There are going to be versions of your album that has whatever city it is. Like, I am Brooklyn, I am Harlem, I am London, I am Liverpool. That's me. It's an identity. You may as well call it Jon Connor. You know what I mean? But that's what Flint became. When you press play, and that's why I was so adamant about flipping that intro the way it is because it's an ID. That's that's what certain artists don't have. It could be the popular record of all, like, it might sell 100 million, 1,000 copies, billion, trillion, gazillion copies, whatever. You still don't know who sang that record. You still don't identify yourself with who has it. It's just a trend, it's a fad, it comes and goes. But the ones that stay is the one where, have you heard Flint, though? There's something to point at, there's someone to hold here. And as people, human beings, this isn't a black or white thing. This is just period. You put people on pedestals, and you become the one that we look to tell me how I'm supposed to feel. Because music is an escape. I want to escape. When I press play, if I put on my Sade, I know how I want to feel. You know what I mean? If I put my Jodeci on, I know what mood I'm in. You know what I mean?
Right.
So if I'm listening to you, I know that's how I want to feel. I want someone that I feel I'm connected with, that I grew up on the block with, and lived that way with, and went through every single struggle we went through when I'm listening to the shit. And if I'm just the cool white kid that wants to be down and wants to know how that feels when I listen to your story, that's why I like it. It's because, oh shit, I'm there. I'm in the hood. I'm in the car. Oh shit, I might get shot. I want to feel that way. It sounds crazy, but I want to understand. And I feel music is the thing that connects us all. There's a level of understanding. When I press play on certain shit, I'm like, oh, I know who you are now. I don't have to be hood. I don't have to have grown up from nothing to know what it feels like when you press play on a song. That's why Jay-Z and the success that he's had over New Michelle. I'm not talking about Jay-Z now. Talking about why people fuck with Jay-Z, period. From the day, it was like, I get it. Big. The narrative was infectious. Nas, infectious. They became where they were from. It wasn't about Big or Nas or Jay. It was the blood. It was everything. It was the homies they grew up with from day who you still, you'll say the line in the song, you don't even know them people. They're his best friends. But now he's brought you with them into his journey where Tatas of the world are your friends. Like, you're shouting him out at the club. You don't even know why you're singing that part of the song because they've brought you into their lives. And that's the power of hip-hop, not music. Hip-hop genre, that's why it sets the trend for all things currently. Music, period. It's the narrative. It's the fashion. It's the way you walk, talk. It's the slang. It's everything. It's just the umbrella is just huge for hip-hop. And people don't realize how powerful it is sometimes. And that's why I get sick and tired of this right now shit. I'm like, yeah, you right now niggas is right now. The ones that are speaking, they're going to be here.